This is episode number 318 of the InnerFight podcast with the two lovely ladies behind Get Fit Chick, Kirsteen and Salma. Thanks a lot to our show sponsors, Smith Street Paleo. Hop over to iTunes, rate and review the podcast, and we will send you a Smith Street Paleo goodie bag, no matter where you are in the world. Thanks for tuning in. Let's jump right in. This is it, Andre. When was the last time that we got two hot chicks to come and speak on the show? I've been on the show. Just got Kirsteen, Sal, thanks a lot for joining us. You are, okay, I'll upset someone straight off the bat. You girls are at the forefront of women's fitness in the UAE. Statement, fact. What do you think about that?
That's the aim. That's what we're striving for. We want to dominate. Yeah, of course we do.
I love it. Talk to us about how this Get Fit Chick started, what it's all about, where you came from, who cares about anything, what it's all about. Let's go.
I'll let Kirsteen start because she's the one who started it all.
Fair enough.
So Get Fit Chick is myself and Salma, all right? And we have a team of coaches, 3 girls, Andrea, Manal, and Marianne.
So it's all chicks.
All chicks.
Can't wait to speak about this later.
Is, by women, for women.
Right.
So I was working in a CrossFit box full-time.
Yeah.
Started Get Fit Chick, and I realized I wanted to do it full-time. I really wanted to devote all my time to it. Couldn't do that with a full-time job.
Why did you start it?
Why? Most women, they come to the gym and they go, why am I not seeing a difference? I'm doing this, but I don't see anything happening.
Right.
And a lot of that is compliance, not just with exercise, but with nutrition.
Yeah.
And working full time, I don't have time, 20 people per class to devote to them. Looking at their nutrition, what are they eating, experimenting with what they're eating, but also just calling them and being like, why didn't you show up to class today, Manal, or something?
Is she the worst?
I just chose that name. Sorry, Manal, no offense. And then I knew I couldn't do it by myself, right? And I've been friends with Self ever since I got to Dubai, actually. Yeah. Training partners. She's my friend. She's one of my best friends here, honestly. Don't use that against me.
So emotional already.
So I was like, we were just having coffee, and I was like, hey, you want to just ditch everything and do this boot camp with me? And she was like, yeah, okay. And that was it.
Really?
Yeah.
Very deep conversation.
Really? So it was super deep.
That was it.
I have been doing boot camps for a while,
Yeah.
but I wanted to do something for women only for a while. I started with a small class,
Right.
but it was nothing compared to what Kirsteen had in mind in terms of all the details.
Yeah.
So when she came to me and told me, hey, Sal, let's do this together, and I was like, let's do it.
Let's do it. I mean, because your background is a bit different, Sal. You came from sort of, you're a corporate slave just like I was, and you enjoyed fitness, you got into it, and you started coaching and stuff. So how's the progression gone, and I guess how's things changed for you over the last, we've not known each other maybe, it might be 7-8 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember I used to come and try to jump into your little workouts with the guys.
Exactly. But how's things changed for you? Because obviously it's been quite a journey, right?
Yes, it has been. So for me, I didn't grow up athletically. We moved a lot with my father, but I knew I always wanted to be in sports or something, but we moved a lot, so we couldn't stick to anything.
Yeah.
So my dad is very athletic. He did everything.
Right.
So I knew I reached a point in my life when I was working in the advertising agency. I was sitting on the desk all day long. I was getting ready to leave Dubai, actually, and then I just started, looking into more fitness stuff, and I started going to boot camps, and I became addicted to it. I became addicted to lifting weights. I became addicted to chasing numbers.
Right.
It just became something for me that I just incorporated into my life.
Yeah.
And then as I was still working in media, I decided, you know what, I think I'm ready to take a risk and leave this and go full-time fitness.
Yeah.
Also because I found that I do have a passion for it.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes a certain character to coach people.
Absolutely.
And I feel like I had that. So I took a risk, and I never looked back.
What was it at the start? Because I think this is quite cool. I think there's a lot of people maybe in the corporate world that are not happy, and sorry about those guys. And then, but what was it? You found fitness. Other people might find other things. What was it that was sort of appealing and made you think, yeah, this is what I want to do, and this is, like you say, you want to coach people, you want to help people. What was it that was somehow endearing to you?
For me, when I realized that I could help people, I help people close to me first.
Right.
I started giving advice, and people started listening, and not advice that I was an expert, but I was saying, oh, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm feeling, and this is how it's working for me.
Yeah.
Try it. If it works for you, go ahead.
Yeah.
And it started working like that, and that's where I was like, okay, like I started running boot camps alongside a few other people, and I realized I also mentored under a lot of like professionals, and it got me to really be motivated and do this and just take that step.
And that was it. Is it almost like, or was it almost like working out that sort of you hit a number or you were able to motivate a couple of people and then you wanted a bit more?
Of course. For me, it was like that. Like for me in the beginning, everybody around me didn't expect me to be doing this. So in terms of family, friends, coworkers, they were like, "Oh, what are you doing?" You know, it was so. Especially
How did that make
when
you feel?
Honestly, at first it motivated me because I feel like, oh, you think I can't do it because I'm this and that. Well, the first time I ever even decided to go to a boot camp, I remember a friend of mine told me, "Oh, you're not gonna last."
Really?
So that motivates me.
Pissed
like
you off.
I like to be challenged, and I like to be told, "Oh, but maybe you can't do that." I'd like to try.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's what kind of caught me. And even when I took a risk to leave my job and go into fitness, my first client never showed up. So I was like, oh, God, this is, I think I made the wrong decision.
That's funny because my mom still thinks I'm in a phase, and she's asking me when I'll get over my phase and move back to Hong Kong. And she was like, you used to have such a nice life in Hong Kong.
Really? Because then you've been here for 3 years?
Yes.
And you just sort of, you up and left from Hong Kong, came here, not really a job, but a passion for fitness, right?
Oh, no, I came here with no idea what I was doing with my life.
Really?
I was CrossFitting in Hong
Kong.
But
you liked fitness.
Yeah, I had the same background as Sal. That's why I think we work so well together. We both come from media backgrounds.
Right.
And I just left everything. I left my nice job and my nice apartment, and my mother was very confused. And, came here with nothing, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll, keep working out. And then people were like, oh, can you train me? I've seen you working out. Can you train me? And, I wasn't qualified.
Yeah.
I was like, why not? I'll get qualified.
Right.
So I just, sat my certs, sat some more certs, and, here I am. So
and here we are.
Here we are.
So tell us a little bit more. You sat down in a coffee shop, and you already set up Get Fit Chick, and you needed some help, and she said yes straight away. But you guys have made it sound super simple. It's obviously quite challenging to set up a fitness business and to start, getting clients and stuff. So how did it all go? What is Get Fit Chick? How does it work? How do people get involved? Give us your sales pitch. This is your chance to be as shameless as you want.
Pitch.
This is it.
So Get Fit Chick is a women's body transformation challenge designed by women for women.
Awesome.
Okay? We give you an 8-week structured program. We give you food guidelines. We track your food every week. We call your ass if you don't show up, okay?
Wow.
Which a lot of gyms don't do.
Which a lot of gyms don't do.
People
call? Wow.
Yeah. Like, hey, where were you?
Christine would pick up the phone at 5:20 or 5:30, make sure some of the women are up. So are you coming?
Some women did.
Waiting for you.
Some were like, oh, I can't get up. I'm like, well, I'll call you.
I'll call you and annoy you.
Really?
Yeah.
And was that something new to people?
Yeah, actually.
I think it's something new.
It's something that really touches me, and I don't get touched very often.
Yeah.
And that is a double innuendo, okay?
Yeah. Is it? Jeez.
So, is that they said, we've never had this from anybody else. We've never had people who cared this much about how we do and what we do.
Wow.
And that really, honestly, it touches me. So
you start to feel that you're making a real difference in people's lives, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, other than that, they also, even if whatever their goal is, we have women that have completely different goals within the classes, but they feel like they're important. They feel like, okay, somebody is watching them, somebody's motivating them, so even they come out of it feeling a lot better about themselves no matter what their goal is.
Yeah, that's very cool. So they sign up for you for 8 weeks. You give them food, and how often do they come and see you? How does all that work?
So if everyone kind of starts off the same and has no digestive issues, bloating, allergies, we give them the same generic advice.
Right.
As we track their progress and as we receive their feedback in terms of nutrition, we will tweak their diet depending on who they are.
Awesome.
So, one girl at the end of 8 weeks might have a diet that looks very different to another girl because we've had to change it for them specifically.
Right, got it.
We obligate them to send a food diaries every week.
Do people do that?
The majority do. Some of them don't.
We have some naughty girls.
Yes. And we kind of have to always just keep reminding them. And some of them know that they're not eating well and they're just enjoying it for the workout, you know?
I mean, that's the thing. Half of it's working out and half of it's the food, right?
Yeah.
So it's are some of them just in it for the workout and the food's almost secondary?
Yeah. And they know that.
Some of it are in it for the social life.
Yes.
Are they?
That's cool too.
Yeah, some of them just bring their friends and let's go.
Which is awesome.
Talk to us about the details for the nutrition. Like, what kind of guidelines do you set up? I know that it gets kind of individualized as you go, but there must be some specific guidelines.
Yeah.
Like, what should chicks be doing?
I mean, look, women are so complicated. We have way more fluctuating hormones than you guys,
Exactly.
okay?
Oh, yeah, it's so easy being a guy.
It is so easy being a guy. This is a man's world, okay? And we're just trying to find our place in it. So the generic advice we begin with is an elimination diet. We get rid of all, the common inflammatory foods. So dairy, legumes, and grains, like gluten grain, right? Yeah. But not everyone is allergic to gluten and not everyone is lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
So as the diet progresses, if someone's fine, they're totally okay, but they're missing some kind of food, we'll let them introduce one of them back in, see how they react.
Yeah,
introduce another in. Some girls find that they really are just better off not having milk, and then they can only reintroduce things with gluten. So it really depends. Some girls have a real resistance. Maybe the weight's just not budging, and actually it should be. So for them, we might even look at going full keto for them. It really just depends on the girl. But at first, it's always getting rid of inflammatory foods, the most common inflammatory foods. If we really cannot find what's going on with them and they feel bad, we'll suggest certain supplements. If we're failing again, I mean, I'm not going to pretend I know everything in the world. I'll be like, you need to go get your blood done, maybe get a food allergy test.
And find out more details.
Exactly. Get a stool sample even to see how your digestion's going.
Yeah.
We know what we're not experts in, and we will gladly hand that over to someone who is an expert in that field.
That's awesome to hear, because in a world of social media and everything, everyone thinks they're experts and they'll guide people in things they don't know anything about. So
that's
awesome too.
So when the girls come to you, when you get hold of them through your awesome networks and stuff, what are the main goals when a female starts this fitness journey? Do they know what they want? Do they have goals? Or what are you generally seeing?
Well, we have different type of women. So some of them come and they want to learn how to do a push-up. They want to have the strength to do something with their body. They aim for that. Some of them come completely to lose weight.
Right.
Some of them don't want to gain so much muscle. Some of them, we have different women, and we try as much as we can to educate them, first of all, on what we know and what we have experience of doing.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people come and they don't know what their goal is, and we just kind of give them, throughout the challenge, they realize what they are lacking, and that becomes their goal.
Yeah.
So it's we learn from it as we go, and some women learn from as they go through the challenge of what they want to achieve.
Yeah.
So we have a mix.
So it's quite it's a lot more natural, and so it's not something that you set out that will definitely get you to be able to run 5K in 8 weeks or lose 5 kilos. Like it's a lot more personal than that, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, most people just want to join Team Look Good Naked. That's most people.
Let's jump into that, because that's something that we sort of want to, especially as two young, handsome males.
Very handsome. I showered today because I knew Andre would be here.
Exactly. Let's dig into this female side of, I want to look good naked, or I want to do push-ups. Where is this balance these days of, is it, you just showered because you wanted to smell nice.
Andre.
You don't smell nice, but you smell lovely. But what is it? From a female's perspective, aesthetics versus performance. Talk us through that a little bit.
Actually, we see that in class. It's quite interesting you bring that up.
Yes.
Aisha, right?
Yes, exactly.
I want to PR my push press, right?
Right.
I want to do my 5x5 at this percentage or whatever, right?
Yeah.
A few weeks in, my arms are getting bigger.
Really?
I want to tone it down a bit.
Yeah. So,
Really?
it's this ego versus body aesthetic.
Yeah.
What is a priority to you? It's personal. Some people don't want to, go to the CrossFit Games or be an Olympian, right?
Yeah, right.
And that's fine. Most of us want to be part of Team Look Good Naked.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to change the training up for her specifically, or for other girls who don't really want to build that bulk. We typically our workouts don't encourage hypertrophy.
Right.
But for her, she just happened to build muscle really fast.
But again, who defines what is Team Good Look Naked look like? Like, who defines that?
Well, I think they have to define that.
Okay.
They have to define that for themselves, not look at somebody else and say, I want to look like you.
Yeah.
I don't believe, like, even when women come and say that, we say, you have to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
And that, I know it's like, we hear that a lot, but it is true. They can't compare, because when they compare, they're just going to get frustrated, or they're going to aim for something that they genetically maybe don't have it that way, but they have other things that they can, like, feel good about themselves doing.
Absolutely.
So it's very important that we tell them, your aim is not to look like her.
Right.
Your aim is to be the best that you can be as much as you can.
Right.
That's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
What is it? Is that the problem though? Like people are comparing themselves. Like I might come and I see you girls. You're incredibly good looking. You're young. You're fit. You're
Thank
not.
you.
You're this.
Not
She
that
is.
young anymore.
You're very old now. But
Yeah.
and I just want to be like you. You know, but then I start to learn, oh my God, you drink like that drink all the time and you do this much training and stuff, and then I get a little bit scared and a little bit lost. Like, how is it working? Because suddenly they found something and then they realize they don't want it that much.
I think they do want it. It's just a matter of, again, it's us calling them, asking for food diaries and so on and so on and so on. When we end the transformation, we actually send them how to eat, like how to ease out of a diet like that, and then how to kind of like cycle it through.
Yeah.
Cycle in carbs or not carbs but I really think that,
Like, for me, I wouldn't even say like that. Like, for us, we try to, it's not a diet. We don't give them a diet to follow. Every day, Sunday, you're going to eat this and that. Monday, you're going to eat. It's not like that.
Right.
We try to introduce it to them as a lifestyle where they don't feel so overwhelmed.
Right.
So that
It's
when
flexible.
it is flexible. And as Kirsteen said earlier, we adjust their diet as we go and we really see their changes and how they feel, and we teach them to listen to their body and know, okay, I ate this and it made me feel bloated.
Yeah.
You know, avoid it next time. So we try not have it as a diet. We don't represent it as a diet that as in a scheduled, here's what you need to eat at this time at this hour. So they can maintain it.
Yeah, it's more about teaching them what is a protein, what is a carb, what is a fat.
Because some of them really
They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
The level of education or exposure to that education is like at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
And once they understand that and they understand proportions, it actually becomes so easy for them to look at a plate and be like, oh, okay, here's my protein, here's my carb. I'm not sure what this is. I'll Google it. And I'll see what it's made of, and then I'm better informed about what I'm eating.
Yeah.
You know, and we say to them, you know, I say life is for living. You know, if you can do this for the majority of the time, there's no reason why you can't go and have a nice holiday in Italy and like eat everything you see.
Right.
Come back, go straight back into your normal lifestyle.
Yeah,
you know, like we do this so we can go and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you put it out there like that. Talking about ideals, and obviously the females of this region look up to you too, and as I say, I think you're doing a great job in that. We also see people looking up to the age of social media is huge. People are addicted to Instagram, whatever it is, and we see so much content out there that, in my opinion, is just absolutely fabricated and tailored. Yeah. I don't really know about this Kardashian shit, but it was huge. You know, call me naive or whatever. How do you girls see social media and the impact it has on females and how they want to behave, how they train? Like, you must get girls coming to your camps going, I saw this on Instagram or this, that, the other.
I want to look like this. I want to do this.
You know what? I just got that yesterday.
Talk to us about
I won't say
that.
from who.
That's what we want to know about.
No, like I got a picture that was taken off of Instagram saying, I want my stomach to look like that.
Really?
I was like, that's great. But what you're working on right now, it's going to shape completely differently than that girl. You can't compare yourself to other people that you see on social media. And plus, social media is very, like, unfortunately, a lot of them, and it's hard to tell who from who, but a lot of them is just an image they put out. It's not reality, or how they achieve that is not the way you might think they achieved it, you know?
But we look at it and we believe that they did.
But for every nice picture there is, it probably took 50 shots to get
But we
that
don't
one
see
picture.
those 50 shots.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
true.
don't.
So
I mean, there's a downside of it, and there's an upside.
Yeah.
As I look, like how I look at it is, some people see that and do get inspired.
Yeah.
They do that. They look at that and say, "That's going to make me get up in the morning."
Yeah.
You know, and the other downfall of that is that they start comparing themselves, and they feel like they would never achieve that, or they start feeling insecure about themselves that they don't look as good as that. So I feel it's a combination between both, honestly. Like, I don't know. Tell me your opinion about it.
Good. Flip it straight back on us. I genuinely, my personal opinion is that people have too many, they follow somehow way too many people, which is causing far too much distraction.
Exactly, yeah.
I unfollow or don't follow a load of people. I try and keep my followers down around 150 people that I follow. And if people are upset and want to not follow me because I don't follow them, for example, on Instagram, I'm fine with that. I want to see what I want to see. And I want to see stuff that motivates me.
It's not Facebook.
Exactly.
Like,
it's
Facebook can't have to be friends with somebody. You have to see all the bullshit. But here it's different.
Here it's a little bit different. I think
that's a good advice, though, that to lower who you follow in terms of what you are interested in motivates you. Then
I've done it with people that I've been working with, especially in performance sports. They sort of start to look and compare. He's at this stage or she's at this stage. Like it's pretty much exactly what you said, Sal. Like the goals, like you'll get however many people you get on an 8-week camp, and every single person has a different background and has a different goal. Whether they know it or they don't know it, they do. So it's like, why are you comparing yourself? So stop looking at those people and stop consuming your time looking at those people. Cut it right down and focus on what's important to you. And if I find you super inspirational and the content that you're putting out super informative and helping me get my goals, I'm going to look at your stuff the whole day. And I'm going to analyze it, and I'm going to think about it, and it's going to get me there. But then, if I know that stuff's different and fabric, that's then I'm like, I'm out.
Of course, but I think that's a good way to do it, though, is to lower the people that you follow and that you see every day, that you scroll through your phone to see every day. Some of them will make you feel demotivated. Some of them will make you feel motivated.
I did that. I cut out a lot of people.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go home and do that.
No, when I was being competitive and I wanted to go to team again for regionals, and I would just see everybody else's progress and be, oh my god, my squat numbers.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have not eaten my 5th meal of the day. My squat's gonna go down. I'm not gonna hit my 90%. You know? And I actually started unfollowing people. Yeah. Because I just thought, why am I doing this to myself? And I realized I'm a hypocrite. Because my favorite thing to say to my clients is, don't worry what other people are doing. Don't look at that girl working out. Like, don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Worry about what you're doing. What are you doing? And I was like, why am I not following that advice?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I've experienced with training women here is there's a lot of self-negative talk.
Right.
And that's something that's very, very, I feel it's very demoralizing.
And
why does it start, though? Why does
it's a product of social media's like bad influence?
Is it?
A big part of it is.
it?
Yes. And
but this is a female issue. I mean, like, this is like, we're verging on talking about feminism.
Yes,
this
exactly.
is dangerous.
This was awesome.
I mean,
not even halfway through the show.
Yeah.
But I think it's a massive thing, and no one talks about it. So let's keep talking, because I think it's like, important.
It is, because I have a lot, and I was doing that as well until I reached a point in my life where I realized that I should not self-negative talk myself.
Right.
I shouldn't do that. Like, I shouldn't wait for someone to come and validate their opinion about me.
Right.
Like, I should be able to know what I am,
be
confident of what I am and whatever I do have and how I look or how I perform.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you always talk negative, I have some clients who always constantly will like walk into the gym and keep holding like their belly fat. And I was like, why are you doing that?
Right.
That's just, I feel like it attracts it more.
Yes.
And it makes you more concentrated on what you have that you think you can't lose instead of actually doing the work of losing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I've experienced
focusing
that a lot.
on what you think you don't have instead of focusing on what you have.
Yeah.
And
this is very female, honestly. Like negative self-talk.
I think it is, but I think it's very male as well. And that's why I think this is a really interesting conversation, because we also have it in males. Like, okay, what happens first thing when you wake up in the morning? You go and have a shower and you dry yourself and you're naked in front of the mirror. Like, that's the first person you see in the morning.
That's true.
And you can choose what you see, right? You can, like Sal said, like, you can see this, and I've said it to guys and I've said it to chicks. I want you to go home. I want you to strip off. I want you to go and have a look in the mirror. I want you to tell me two things. First thing, I want you to tell me what you see. This big blob and blah, 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 and I'm not happy, and guys having boobs and this kind of stuff. And then, okay, what do you want to see? And obviously you want to start seeing, so you start to create this more positive image. And actually, I want to see the six-pack, and that's gone. Okay, every morning when you look in the mirror, instead of going like this, just try and look and try and create that image. Yeah, just sort of stretch it out.
Just throw it on.
But I think it's male and female. I don't think it's...
Yeah.
I think
Males are probably a bit more discreet with it, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Female
That's the
can be
only
more
thing.
loud.
Yeah.
Like when a girl goes up to a girl and says, "Oh wow, I love like your dress," or "I love your hair," they'll be like, "Oh really? Nah, I don't know." Why don't you say thank you?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I do. It does look amazing.
Yeah,
I love how it looks.
Yeah, I look awesome today.
Yes,
Thanks for
I
telling
look
me.
awesome.
Anymore?
Women are very apologetic and hesitant.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I think it makes them almost easier to train.
Yeah.
You know, training men and women. Women are full of self-doubt.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like unsure.
Yeah.
If they don't know something, you know, it's like trembling hands. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel stupid. I
Yeah.
feel stupid. Right? But in a way, they become more receptive to advice and constructive criticism. I'm not
Right.
saying all men are like this. Okay?
No,
This is not
yeah,
a men
I think-
versus female
men-
debate.
I think
more
it's
prophetic
very...
or more-
More
yeah,
men
yeah.
are going to challenge you or not
Absolutely.
really listen or take in the advice.
Maybe like, whatever, mate.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe it's because I'm a chick. I don't know.
No,
Who knows?
even when,
I don't know.
as guys,
Yeah.
telling guys the same thing, I think we have the same
Totally agree.
same issue. And I think if people are telling me, I'm exactly the same. I'm like, yeah, whatever, mate. It's all good. I know what's up. So let's dial it back to what you do. This is a really interesting conversation. Let's dial it back to what you do. You get an intake of people, you know, for your eight-week program, and you've got all these problems going on. You've got, no, my hair doesn't look good. This is this. How do you two, as role models, break that down over the 8 weeks? Share some of your secrets. Inspire some of the listeners to come and train with you.
Share my secrets on how to motivate people? Is that
How
what
do,
you're asking?
yeah,
me?
how do you stop that? You're very confident. You know, you're both super confident. And if I say your hair looks nice, someone goes, yeah, I know, I look fucking great. You know, it's really good.
But you know, this took time, right?
Right.
Exactly.
At my age now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my 20s, I don't think I really found myself until I was maybe only in the last 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. You know, so
Same,
this
yeah.
whole thing about
Really?
being a super confident young woman with the world at her feet, man,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who that is. Who is that? Show me this unicorn.
How do you guys guide your
Yeah,
clients
how do you
then?
guide
Like,
them in this?
Now that you know, you've been there, you've been inconfident, now you're confident. How
Yeah.
can you guide
I
them?
mean, it's like the pie chart of life, right? You have all these different aspects in your life, and they all have to be, you know, more good than bad for you to really feel something about yourself, right? So it's work, it's money, okay? It's job satisfaction, it's friendships, it's love. It's probably more than that. It's much more complex.
Yeah.
But you know, if any one of those factors is wrong, it's going to leak out into the other factors,
Very
right?
cool.
So, you know, if someone is having issues with any part of their life, you know, a lot of the time they bring it to the gym because that's like their therapy zone. Where
Yeah.
they rant to
Yeah.
you, they talk about it, they rant to their friends about it, and I really think that being very self-satisfied, maybe not self-satisfied, confident,
Yeah.
right? That really comes from feeling like you know exactly what you're doing, you know how to do it.
Yeah.
You look in the mirror, you don't hate what you see. You got good, strong relationships with the people around you, and you have like a support system. You know, I think that's it. But
What do you see when you see yourself with no clothes on in the mirror?
Damn, I mean, wouldn't you want to know? I don't know. Some days I like what I see, some days
Yeah.
I don't, and that's normal, and I think that's okay.
Right.
You know, like,
So it's almost this balance, isn't it,
yeah,
of what's going on?
yeah. I mean, also, I'm a chick, so, you know, my hormones go up and down. My
Yeah.
boobs shrink and they get bigger. And trust me,
Right.
I like it when they're bigger.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Some days I look in the mirror like, damn, God, where'd they go?
That's not quite as good, yeah. But Sal, you've been doing this for a long time as well, and
Yeah.
like you.
For me, I was one of those people who actually I had a lot of insecurities.
Right.
Yeah, I was sometimes I would let people affect what they think about me or what they say about me. I let it
Really?
affect me. Only again in the past maybe 2 years, even a little
Right.
less, I realized that once I decided, and I think this is the most important thing because it has changed my life.
Yeah.
I went from being insecure or not confident or, you know, letting people what they say, oh, I like what you're doing. I like that you're lifting weights like that. Or I like you don't look nice. Oh, you're too big or this and that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I let it affect me. And then
Right.
I've learned that one day I just woke up and I have decided that I will not worry about what other people think about me.
Amazing.
No matter what. And
Amazing.
it's a mindset. Once I change that mindset,
Yeah.
I'm maybe like not as lean as I used to be right now
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
And I feel happier than ever.
Right.
You know, because I'm still living the same lifestyle I'm living. I'm enjoying food, but eating it with being smart about it.
Yeah.
And I'm training.
Right.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I realized that other images or what people say about you, what they think about you, should not be an issue.
Hold on to that one. So now you're actually talking about how you feel, and that's a bit of performance versus this aesthetic thing, and that it is actually more important to you than aesthetics.
For me, when I first started, I mean, it wasn't about aesthetics.
No.
What got me addicted to what I was doing today, or what I'm doing today, is the feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
It was the feeling that I got after finishing a really, really hard, tough workout.
Yeah.
Or it's the feeling or the satisfaction that I got after doing something that I could physically not do before.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me, it was never about how I looked. It was about how I felt.
Right.
For me, that's different. I started off for how I look.
Amazing. And that's
But have you
changed?
changed?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's totally changed. I mean,
Is there a balance?
I mean, I think, okay, look, this is a very CrossFit thing to say, but I'm a CrossFitter,
Yeah.
right? But when you stop focusing on how you look and you focus on the numbers and how your performance and how you feel after a workout and whether you really tried your hardest, the body follows.
Yeah.
Right.
The body will follow if you just worry about what you can achieve with your body
Awesome.
rather than, oh my God, did I lose 2% body fat in the
Yeah.
last month?
Yeah.
And I
You
think
know?
a lot of people should really put a lot of emphasis on this. Like, it's
Yeah.
super important.
Yeah.
Like, even though they start because of the aesthetics, the performance should at some point take over and be the motivation.
Yeah.
Like, to be able to pick this up or do this, and like, you're 50 years
100%.
old, you can still walk, or you can still run, you can still do this and this, and I really think that should be the motivational thing eventually.
Exactly.
What if I
Because-
put a match under the fire and say, I agree with what you're saying. It should be about how you feel. You should feel great. You should be able to perform well. But, dude, you've still got 30% body fat.
You know what? You're right, because you know what we sell? We sell a body transformation.
Right.
And girls sign up. Okay,
Yeah.
our first class we ever launched sold out. We had to open a second one.
Right.
Right, and now we're in 3 locations.
Congratulations.
So us-
I think that's very
so
cool.
you are
In such
you
a
are
short
correct.
period of time.
You are correct. People want to look good naked.
Yeah.
They want to lose weight or tone up.
Yeah.
Which I hate that term.
Yeah.
They want that.
No one knows what it means.
Yeah. Tone up. You know.
But
And,
somehow it appeals to their ears.
Everyone,
So
doesn't it? Yeah.
we say it. I'll
it's
tone you up.
good. It's all good.
But
No, you're right. So, I mean, there is that balance. When they
Yeah.
come to class, I'm like, listen, the first step was signing up and showing up.
Yeah.
Okay? Now just trust us, all right?
Yeah.
So, I always say thank you for trusting us with your fitness and
Yeah.
the way you look.
Yeah.
And, the girls who maybe don't comply, they're very disappointed at the end of the 8 weeks
Yeah.
when they haven't had much of a difference in terms of body fat or weight loss or size reduction,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Even if they're stronger.
Right.
Okay? So they're disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for those girls, I'll say, look, it's a journey. Just keep it up, and also just
At 8 weeks.
comply.
Yeah,
8 weeks.
8 weeks is
How
not
long did it
super
take
long
you to
to
be
get-
the way you
yeah,
are, and
yeah.
how long do you expect for it
Yeah,
to change,
yeah.
right? But you should see some difference.
why do you
If
do
it-
8 weeks?
We
I-
like to give a time frame because
Yeah.
people are impatient. Honestly,
Yeah,
they
right.
like to know. Okay,
Yeah.
in 8 weeks, this is going to happen.
Right.
I
All
mean,
right.
yeah.
Some girls need 12 weeks actually.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
people need
that's-
10.
but
Some
I
people
think-
need
It's not.
longer.
But it's not. I wouldn't say it as they need time to change, because eventually, if you keep going like this, you shouldn't put a time limit on.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel like 6 weeks is too short to see the difference that
Absolutely,
you
yeah.
that you would want to achieve, and
Yeah.
then 12 weeks is maybe too long for some. They don't want to
Yeah,
commit
they
to
can't
something
commit
that long.
for that long, yeah.
So
8 weeks.
Yeah,
is
we
a lot.
sell a
weeks,
commitment.
yeah.
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 So we say, please commit to us for 8 weeks.
Yeah, and thank you for doing so.
Yeah,
I think
honestly.
that's something.
Yeah.
What happens after
Yeah,
the 8
what happens
weeks?
after?
It's just like, all right.
So
No,
so we actually continue classes. So the 8-week body challenge, if
Yeah.
you can call it, we do that cyclically, right?
Right.
But we continue classes.
Right, right.
And at the end of the 8 weeks for nutrition, I send out more instructions on how to cycle
How to
carbs.
maintain,
How
exactly.
to maintain, how to make it sustainable, but without, there are some girls who go crazy and they go, I'm going to cut all the carbs out from my life. And I'm like, please don't.
Yeah.
Like, please, you'll like
Jeez.
damage your body or,
Yeah.
so they need advice because they think it's okay to like maybe take it even further. Oh, Kirsteen says do this. I'm going to take it 5 steps further. I'm going to cut all the carbs out from my life, all of it.
Right.
So they need like very specific instructions on how to maintain, but healthily and sustainably. So classes keep going, but the nutrition challenge, it's cyclical. It's seasonal.
As we said, we try to ease them off what they're doing, if they're doing it too much or not, but we tell them what's the proper way to be able to maintain this. We give them advice. But also something that we didn't mention earlier, we give also home workouts and travel workouts for them to follow. Like some women maybe can't make it or they're traveling. We make sure that they have a workout.
They have something to do.
Kirsteen sometimes tells them to even video the gym that they have, so we know what they have.
I need evidence they worked out.
Sweat on the floor, bit of blood.
Or even see what they're working with, and we send them a workout that they can do accordingly.
So it's super personal.
Dude, we say it's more personal than personal training. That's like a little motto we came up with.
You both worked in advertising before.
I'm PR girl. She's media. I mean.
So this is a scenario. I'm a chick, and I've come into your 8 weeks, and I'm a little bit fluffy, a bit big, and I've got to the end of the 8 weeks, and I feel a little bit more confident, but I'm still carrying probably too much weight. How do you deal with me?
We've had,
but I feel great. I feel really good. I'm starting to because I felt so bad before, basically. Truth be told, how do you because it's almost like, and what I'm saying here is I think people are getting to a limit of they've gone from really bad to quite bad, and they're happy with quite bad rather than becoming average and then amazing. So how do you deal with those people?
We have a good retention rate.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of girls will continue with us.
Yeah.
We've had girls stay with us for 4 seasons now.
Wow.
And also including
That's a massive credit to what you guys are doing.
Yeah, honestly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, most
That's
of
high five.
the first thing that we get, we give advantage to the women who have been coming to the 8-week challenge, and for them that chance to book first, because last time, it really got sold out quite quick. So almost 80% of them sign up again every single time. Yeah, so that's something that we're very happy with.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Back to your question about
please answer
the girl who
it.
you described as fluffy, which is terrible, Marcus.
I don't know. A bit heavy, big bones, just fat.
Okay, so
big
when
bones.
when a girl doesn't have a good transformation, or I don't know, I don't know how to say. I'll say a transformation.
But she could have. This is where I'm trying to get to with this. She could have a good transformation because she's been feeling so bad, and now she's actually got a little bit of energy, but is still carrying too much weight. And we're in the want to look good naked club.
Yeah, I take that personally. We've experienced that, and I just say to them, listen. During this little break, I don't know if you're traveling. A lot of them travel in between.
Yeah, right.
I say, just keep working with me. I don't care. I won't charge you for it. We won't ask you to pay me.
Yeah.
Keep sending me your food diaries. Be honest with me. Tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
A lot of it is communication. I'll have girls who show up after no food diaries for 8 weeks, right?
Yeah.
They go, I'm the same.
Yeah, but then we have to confront them and tell them, well, in a way that doesn't make them seem like they have... it's not about failing for something. It's not about failing. It's just that you have not followed something that you want this change to happen from.
Right.
So we're honest with them, and we tell them, well, you need to be honest with yourself and let us know, and let yourself know that you haven't followed exactly what we have told you.
Oh, but some girls, they've... when I look at their food diaries, I ask them questions. How do you feel? How's your digestion? Do you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Do you feel bloated?
Yeah.
Are you sore when you pinch your calves or your
right.
belly?
Yeah.
But most of them actually they'll send a food diary, but they won't reply to my questions, right?
Right.
So some girls they show up, I haven't changed. And I'm like, okay, answer these questions, please. Can how do you feel? I feel bloated. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that?
Right.
Last 8 weeks.
We also, because sometimes they don't know if they are doing it right or not, and we have to constantly keep telling them. It's a constant.
Wow.
It's constant reminding people that this is what you need to be doing. This is what you need to be doing.
Yeah.
But again, I take it personally, and I've worked with people for free after the camp because I'm pissed off they haven't had the experience I wanted them to have. I want them to have a good experience. If they don't have the experience, I'm going to make you have the experience.
She's going to run after
But
you.
do you think people get to, and I think what we're speaking about here is not female dominated. I think it's amazing what you guys are doing and some really good examples coming out of your business. But when I think about it we're having the same issues in males. So
men won't go to men's booty.
Booty blaster podcast?
My booty blaster.
It's
you got the wrong kind of men.
Men's only class. homo. Like, you know, they wouldn't give
That sounds like fun.
It'd be like, wouldn't it? But I think guys are going through exactly the same. That's what I want to say. Like, guys, this is for you as well. I think that's one of the greatest things of having you two on the show is that everything that you're experiencing just in this female-only environment is happening in males as well.
Yo, dudes message us asking us when we're going to open a Get Fit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it, but it rhymes with chick. Yo, when you opening that?
Probably not in Dubai anytime soon. But where do they go wrong? Is it that it's a little bit too hard, or is it that they didn't know what they wanted?
Communication.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where's the disconnect then in the whole thing? I failed. I didn't fail because like you say, people fail, but I haven't done what I thought I would do. Where's been the disconnect? Why didn't I send you my food diary? Like, it's the easiest thing ever.
Yeah.
My Fitness Pal. Here's a picture of the food. Bang.
It's easy not to.
It's because they know that they haven't been eating.
There's two kinds of girls.
Yeah, there is two kinds.
Yeah, there's the girl who maybe isn't being honest with herself.
Yeah.
And that's okay because they don't want to disappoint us.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, you don't have to worry about what I think. I'm actually here to help you, right? Like,
Not
don't
to judge
care
you.
about what I think. Don't care. Like, I'm here to advise you, you know? And I'm
Right.
like, you better abuse me for 8 weeks. You need to communicate with me as much as possible for 8 weeks because the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Right.
If you're quiet,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay attention to you, you know?
Yeah.
And then there's the other girl who really just doesn't maybe understand her body. Some girls are like, I thought it was normal to feel like this. And what they mean by this is
Right.
feeling uncomfortable, super
Yeah,
bloated,
bloated,
inflamed
yeah.
all the time. And they just think that's normal. And they
Wow.
really just don't know any better.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of up to us to, like, time and, like, a lot of questions finding out,
Really?
you know, if they're that kind of girl.
Yeah, as I said, they don't know, so that's why we need a lot of information and questions, and we try to ask them as much as we can.
Yeah.
And some of them, honestly, just maybe laziness, or they don't want to write.
Sal, you're lazy.
No, like really, to sit
It
down
is though,
and write
right?
everything that you are eating,
Yeah, it takes
it can
time.
be like, okay, well, I don't really want to do this.
You
You
don't
know?
want it that much.
Yeah. So that's I said, we have different types of women and
Yeah.
different types of goals. So
Yeah, I think it's a massive challenge. As I say, I think it's guys, it's girls, it's those that don't know. It sort of happens to everyone. But where's the line of where you need to be brutal? Because you two are super nice. You're very smiley. You're for them.
I can feel
You
like
try
you
not
would
to be
be the-
diplomatic, but you are actually quite
no,
diplomatic.
actually, there is a difference between Kirsteen and I.
Apparently, I'm good cop and she's bad cop.
Really?
Yeah,
Can
like
you
I-
believe
you've
that?
No,
been
I can't.
identified.
Really? So where's the point where you're just like, listen, love, you're still quite fat. You haven't listened to what we said. You've not given a food diary. I know you still feel like shit. You know you still feel like shit. Do another 8 weeks and follow what we. Where is that point? And
You
how
know,
do people take
for me,
it?
once I understand that maybe this woman here or this girl is here, what her goals are. If I
Yeah.
know her goals were when she started is to be, she's very like. She wants it so bad, and she knows what she wants and wants to achieve it.
Yeah.
That's the one I would choose to go a little hard on,
Right.
because I know she wants it. It's not like
Yeah.
she came into it. Oh, I just want to look good, be this and that.
Right.
When I feel like one of the girls actually, she's very serious about her goal.
Yeah.
That's the one I choose to be a little
Push
harsh
a
on
bit
because I know
harder.
she can take it.
Awesome.
So
Right.
I'll tell her straight up and tell her, listen, you said that you wanted to be doing this. Just
Yeah.
last week you said this and this.
Yeah.
This is what you need to be doing. You're not doing it, and
Yeah.
you need to now
Get into
be
it.
honest with it.
So the ones that have sort of developed, and people generally that have developed a little bit more self-awareness,
Mm-hmm.
they're probably not quite as lost. You can come down a little bit harder on.
Yes.
Oh, I think I'm the opposite. If there's a girl who's bullshitting me,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mean. I'm never mean, you know. And like,
How
I
do you
think
do-
being mean
how
is
do you
completely.
tell them then?
I'll just be like, listen, I think you know what's actually happened here, right? And they kind of like look at the floor and they look back at me and they go,
Yeah.
yes, and they go,
If anyone
them
is
laugh.
not watching the video version of this, you have to watch the video version. That face was just like awesome. But carry on.
you know, because they don't want to disappoint you, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
you've already disappointed me by lying to yourself.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in the hot spot. I feel like I'm done.
she really does sometimes do it exactly like that.
Really?
And I'm like,
Really?
ooh.
That's
There's
awesome.
I don't like mean trainers. I don't think
Yeah.
there's any need to be mean or like.
But it's
really,
not being mean, right?
Yeah.
It's just being real.
It's
I'm being real.
Yeah. I think, isn't that where there's a misconception? You said it so beautifully sort of a while back where people have entrusted us, and we really thank them. Like, you two are genuinely thankful. We're genuinely thankful when people walk into our gym. I've said it since the start, since I got into the business. I appreciate you giving me your body. It's the most personal thing in the world. And I'm going to do everything I can to make it feel, look, and perform better, you know? And so if they don't do it, your reaction is the right one, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, there are a lot of coaches out there, but I feel like not many of them truly give a shit. Right. Okay. And like, there's like,
should we bash all the coaches?
No.
It's but like not about that. But
you can be good mechanically. You can be good at like, I don't know, technique. And like that's obviously a huge part of it. You don't want coaches who have no idea what they're doing but just really care about you.
Yeah.
But truly giving a crap.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why people show up, and that's why your business also. You truly give a shit about your clientele, and like absolutely. Who doesn't show up. And just like we do.
And it's not about talking bad about other coaches, but it's really that people unfortunately now do it because it's easy. They feel like it's easy money. Not because they're in it to help a lot of people. Like for me, when I first started, I as I said, my first client never showed up. I took a big risk from going to and so did Kirsteen, I'm sure. But it's because I knew this is what I want to do and I love doing it, that I'm going to be patient. And I think that a lot of coaches nowadays they lack the patience.
It's almost like they have a rite
of passage,
the
patience and the care, other than, okay, that's fine. Let me take this much money from you for 10 sessions an hour a day, blah, blah, blah. You know?
Absolutely.
And again, they have the passion for training themselves. But
exactly.
It's a whole different things that actually have passion to train others.
That's so true. Like, so true.
Often those two connect, but
quite often they don't connect as well. Like,
so people look up to you. You inspire people. I'm interested to know who you girls look up to and who you find as inspiration.
Salma.
Oh, Kirsteen.
So
no, true. In a way, she does. She's really tough, and she doesn't give a crap about what other people think. Truly, I'm the one who's like, oh my God, Sal, like this is happening.
Yeah,
like
oh my God, like this. Did you know that this opened there?
Yeah,
this,
I'm like, oh, do you think she'd be worried? She's like, no,
I was like, Kirsteen, don't be worried. They're not us.
Yeah, she always says they're not us. Yeah. But on another note, I like
who motivates you? Who's your Shiro, or is it still your mom, or I don't know?
Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian.
She always comes up. Who do you look up to? Because guys are really good at this. Like, you interview someone and say, oh, who was your hero growing up? Muhammad Ali, all these guys, or, a big football player. And
it's hard for me to look up to someone I don't know.
Awesome.
Right? I look up to people around me.
Wow.
That's very important, actually.
The one person I don't know who I do admire is Serena Williams, but that's because she's been done a great injustice by the tennis world and not, gets paid nothing compared to Sharapova. That just pisses me off.
Yeah. Very cool.
But in terms of people that I know, I mean, it's people around me.
Yeah.
When I see like Mia, freaking jerk some weight at DFC, I'm like, God damn, that girl's attractive.
Really? Phil doesn't hear.
It's that kind of thing. It's I'm not really. This Instagram celebrity is so amazing.
Care,
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's very important that you said that, because I feel it's a very important point that really, yes, you can see someone from the outside and how they inspire you, but you really don't know them to know a lot about them for them to really inspire you.
Yes.
I think looking to people around you and taking inspiration from them is way more, I think, satisfying than
and more effective in your
and
life.
more effective
real
because it's tangible.
Yeah.
You know, all the people that have or are on social media, celebrities, Instagram celebrity, blah, blah, blah. I don't like that term at all.
Yeah.
And it really
but
is
you
that.
are one.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't. Yeah, no.
You're famous on Instagram.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I always tell people, like, it's just a number. It's really nothing. I'm glad that some of my workout videos have someone moving or have them, go train. But having that inspiration from a point of view of being a celebrity on Instagram is very it's not reality.
Yeah,
it's not reality, and that's why I
cool.
feel it's good that be inspired. For me, I'm inspired by people around me who have done something that they thought they couldn't do.
Amazing.
That's inspiring.
Yeah,
and it makes me keep going.
Yeah.
That's great
I
advice.
think that's awesome. Yeah.
We finish off most podcasts with asking for the best piece of advice that our guest has ever been given. So for you, each of you, which piece of advice would be the best?
Or the best piece of advice you could give?
I think I already said it. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing.
Just do what?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, that's very cool. Sal?
That's
you can't be the same.
No. But that is the advice I got from Kirsteen about a year ago.
Oh, wow. It can be the
I'm
same.
an inspiration.
Say it again?
I got it from Tanner Shuck, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. But I say it to everybody. I just hashtag that, put it everywhere, Instagram.
Say it again.
Don't worry what everyone else is doing. Worry about what you're doing.
Awesome.
Me, it's love yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself more than anything.
More than anything.
Yeah.
I think that's a time, experience, and decision thing.
Yeah.
Because we're both,
we've learned from it.
It's taken us a long time to be very comfortable, happy, and confident, I think, right?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Definitely, of course.
Only the last 2 years for both of us have we really, I think, blossomed.
Yeah. I think you're doing an awesome job, and I think in the time that we've just spent together, I think you'll inspire a lot of people. So
well, you
hats
inspire
off.
me, Marcus.
Thank you for having us.
No, hats off to what you girls are doing, and I suggest that if you do start a Get Fit, whatever the other word was,
Get Fit
Rick. Get Fit Rick.
Rick camp that guys should go and see, because I think you're doing a great job. So
we'll coach in
congratulations.
bikinis.
Oh, that would be a little bit too much, but we'll see what happens. And hopefully, I don't know, maybe in 8 months or in a year, we'll get you back on the show, because I'm sure you'll have changed a lot more people's lives. But from us, keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing. It's inspirational. And I think you're empowering a lot of people to live great lives. So thank you so much for chatting to us.
Thank you, Marcus. And the feeling is mutual.
Thank you. Cheers. Fun and entertainment, that's for sure, from those lovely ladies. Be sure to go and check them out. If you want to get in touch with us, winning@innerfight.com is where you can find us. We'd absolutely love to hear from you. Until next time, take care.